Today we are on a mission.
This lovely clay marble.
It's a bead, it's a clear bead. It is a piece of hematite, kidney hematite, and it's like a black glass button.
And here she is, looking very, very heavy. We must be crazy.
So when we were struggling down here with that stone, I uncovered a little something here, look. It looks a little bit melted, a little bit knackered. This is some extreme mudlarking right here.
Yeah, extreme northern mudlarking. Now we've got about a quarter of a mile to drag it. What's this blue thing? Oh, look at that. It's a lovely big chunk of blue glass. That would make great sea glass. Oh, I think I'll take that because we could put that in the tumbler and maybe make it into fake sea glass. Not that we want to fool anyone, but we were thinking of having a go so that you know, bits of glass like this could be made nice. So that's a perfect candidate. Look at that, so juicy. Yeah, we're just looking where there's been some bulldozing going on and they've dug up a few things. What's this? Well, obviously it's a bottle, but it doesn't have anything on it, so I might leave that. But yeah, look, there's a... Oh, it's broken. Marmalade jar. A little pile of bottles there. The digger drivers must have put them to one side. So they've been doing some sort of landscaping here. What's this? Just a bit of pottery. There's a jar lid here. Is that of any interest? It's not got anything on it, but it's a lovely green. So I might take that. It'd make a great little jar though, look. It's got a hole in the bottom. A little doll's house jar. Look at that. It's probably something electrical, but yeah, I'm going for a jar. How cool.
Oh, and a slimy green ceramic bead. So even if we don't make it back with our stone, it wasn't all for nothing. It has uncovered a few bits and bobs, hasn't it? I'll have to take my gloves. It's a glove kind of day today.
Down here looks like a button. A black button. It's quite a big one. Look. You see that? Oh, that's quite big. I wonder if it's got anything on the other side. Oh, what's that? It looks like a violin or a double bass. It's all like stylized. It's got a wiggle on. It's grooving to the music. I like that. How unusual. Violin or double bass. It looks a bit fat for a violin. And stumpy. I don't know. I like it. Fantastic, that's so unusual. They usually have flowers on them and like patterns, but that's actually something, look. I wonder if I can look that up, or if any of you know what that could be off. Well, it's obviously off some clothing. A coat or something, maybe early jazz sort of inspired. I am so chuffed with that. Yay!
I think Mum's just found a really cool button up there. She was like, "You won't believe the button I just found." Anyway, we're gonna leave the stone here and we're gonna have a little bit of a look.
And it looks like a bead. And yes, it is. A lovely blue glass bead. And down here looks like another bead, look, another blue bead. Ah, oh no, my gloves are getting in the way. There we go, look. Another lovely blue bead. Our bead string is already long and it's only May. Yeah, we found quite a few beads so far this year. And there's another one.
Okay, so I just walked barely any distance from the trolley at all, like just along a little tiny bit, and I found something here. Can you see it? It was really obvious to me. Can you see it? There, it's a pipe ball, but you know what? You know, some people get bored of the pipe balls. Oh look, it's got little birds on it. Some people get bored of the pipe balls, but this is a child's pipe. And not a child's tobacco smoking pipe, but it's a bubble pipe. And it's still made out of pipe clay. See, it's got like a bird on that side and a bird on this side. I think this one's singing. Isn't that cute? And it's obviously the tiny little bowl. You can blow your bubbles in. Oh, I love that. That's so cute.
What's this? I can see a hand, probably off a figurine. Yeah, it's off a figurine, look. Holding something, or was holding something.
We're moving. We've come further along from the cart. We're going to make it all the way to the end of the foreshore and look down here. Isn't that an absolutely gorgeous colour? A bottle stop, and on top of that, it's like, look how bubbly. It's full of little bubbles. I love it when they're bubbly. So I've just seen something down there that I kind of recognise. It's kind of steep here, but I just caught it from the side as I was sliding down this hill. That there looks like a little paint pan. Oh my goodness. Is it? Yeah, it is, but it's got like a little knobbly thing stuck in there. Oh, it's I don't know if you can see that, but it's got the letter S in the middle of this little paint pan. I think we found one with an S in before, but it was like stamped. This one's kind of like raised. Kind of looks like a little Smartie. And it is ceramic. You can tell it's not plastic or anything. So that's another great find. We're on a roll here, I think.
Okay, what's in this Japanese knotweed? It should not be here. Oh, wait a minute, what's this? A bottle. Is it broken? Got something on it? I just think it's really rough. I think it's a bit melted. But it's cute. I'm going to keep it.
There was this spot here that I found that little ceramic, like terracotta head. So I'm just going to be mindful of that in the future, just in case the body pops up somewhere. You never know. So basically, yes, I do see something. Oh my goodness. It's a little guy. Oh look, he's still got a bit of his red coat on. He's a little soldier. And of course, he's got no head because if you watch us, they never do they? They very rarely have their heads. The horse has got its head this time, but is missing a few legs. So we've got a headless horseman and a legless horse. I still love it though. We still love collecting them. They're quite quirky when they're all broken and mangled like this.
What's this? Bit of glass. Oh, it looks like an animal. What on earth is that? It's all broken. I don't think it had proper legs. I don't know, what is it? Is it a pig? I'm not sure what that is. Shall I take it? No, I might as well. I don't know what it is. A bear? And down here looks like a good old friend. It is the bottle stop. And it has something on it. Gartons. It's a little bit chipped though, but it's got beautiful bubbles in it, look. You can always make a pendant out of that bit.
You know what? You won't believe it, but I've just found another lead thing. I was looking along this like, yeah, the foreshore, right at the top of the foreshore here, and it's upside down. Look, can you see it? Oh my goodness! It's a whole car. Oh, it's like a really old car as well. That's more like a 1930s car? 1930s car? 20s? I don't know. What do I know about cars? But that's really cool. So like just the chassis, the wheels are gone, everything else is gone. Oh no. Well, that's weird. I wonder if there's going to be any other tin lead alloy toys, and I've just seen something here. Hold on. Actually, oh wait, a few things. What's this? What's that? Made in Japan. Oh, look. That's random. Oh, wait a minute. I know what that is. It's a mouthpiece of a whistle, look. You know what I mean with the round bit here, like a whistle. And that is the same sort of thing. Look, it's like the tin lead alloy. Oh, and hiding there is a pipe ball. Is it a pipe ball? No, wait, it's not. That was deceptive. I swore that was going to be a pipe ball. Never mind. And today I'm wearing Mum's gloves because if you watch our other channel, the Lost Tower Diaries, I have been doing renovations in my own bedroom, and I won't spoil it, but basically I was mixing some cement for repair, and I got some of the cement in my gloves and it basically burnt my hand. Extremely alkaline. So yeah, so go and watch Lost Tower Diaries. In a few weeks time you should be seeing that video. It's taken exfoliating a little bit too far, I think.
So yeah, we're getting a bit of mudlarking, and besides finding that enormous stone, which we still don't know whether we're going to be able to get back to the car. Well, it's going to be an enormous struggle. But let's see what else we can find. So I just spotted something down here. Is it a lid? A lid off something. Oh no, wait. Could be a lens off like an old car. Light, you know, like the cover glass. I don't know. What do you guys think? Lens off a light. Something like that. I like it though. Or it could be a little lid. Okay, this is quite funny because I think I spotted like 2 buttons in close proximity. There's one there. That looks like a little bone. Possibly a bone button. Not sure. Another one here. And that one is mother of pearl. So yeah, 2 nice little button finds.
I just pulled this out. A spoon, a little teaspoon, a little bit knackered, a little bit crispy. But we've got a collection. We are going to make some like wind chime things. What's that little thing there? I don't know. Melted. There's so much to look at. You can't focus your eyes on every square inch, otherwise you'd be here for days if you managed to look over every little bit of the tip. That's why everyone finds something different when they come, because their eyes happen to land on somewhere different. And I'm always thinking about that when I'm here, so I always like take my time to have a really good look. Like, what's in here? Is there any more lead toys by any chance? Be crazy if there was another one. Don't think so though. Down there, really weird. Look at that cod marble. The shiny little cod marble there. It's sitting on the grass. It's like it's come down. It's like it bounced down here. It's all clean and shiny. I think the river rather, must have given it a good wash. Maybe it was further up here and I don't know. Well, I'm not complaining. I love a cod marble.
And it looks like another bottle stop. What does this one say? This one says Daddy's. Daddy's, good old Daddy's sauce. Something sticking out here that looks suspiciously like a fork. And yes, it is a fork. It's a cruddy fork for our cruddy fork collection, cutlery collection. The handle's got a bit of a wonk on it there, look. Looks like it's been used for opening paint tins or something, look. It's whole anyway, it's whole. And another pipe bowl. Looks a bit later in date to the other one. But it's a whole bowl and I can make something with that.
Anyway, before I carry on, I think now is a great time, you know what I'm going to say my thank yous. So thank you to everyone who has watched the video, is watching the video up to this point. And we've still got to get that massive, I'm looking at it, across the foreshore, that massive like stone, gravestone-y thing, back across the foreshore and back to the car. So big thank you to everyone who is watching, who has subscribed, who has hit the like button, who has left a comment down below. Of course, we love reading comments, and some of you have been extremely helpful recently, IDing some of our most recent finds. And an extra special thank you to
our patrons on Patreon, of course, who help to keep us going every month with their generosity. Thank you so much, and keep watching because there's more to come.
Forget, is it a bead or is it a berry? Is it a pea or is it a bead? Look at that little thing there. I can already see it's a bead, but you know, it kind of looks like a pea. Doesn't it look like a little pea? How cute's that? Little green bead. Like exactly the same size as a little pea. I love that. Ah!
There's all this horrible plastic, sort of all half buried under the stones. Some of it's plastic, some of it looks like, oh, I don't know, that's some sort of fabric. Anyway, why I came down here, because I can see something. Not that. This And oh, look at that! It's a soldier on a red horse. And soldiers usually red, not the horse. The horse is red. Must be a strawberry roan. Got a bit of a wound there though. But yeah, there you go, a red horse. And what's this ring thing? It's a ring thing. It's not very heavy. That bit's kind of hollow. Not sure, maybe off curtains. Maybe some sort of curtain ring, yeah. And down here, I know what this is. It's a pipe. Well, good part of a pipe. What's that say? Durland. Durland. And that says M something. No, W. Oh, I don't know. I'll read it when I got my close-up glasses on. And it's got a kind of a heart on. Different to the other heart pipes that we usually find. Interesting. I was starting to get worried, you know, guys. But it's okay. I found this. I found the cod marble and another stopper, which I think is a Garton's one. Can't go home without a cod marble, not from the river. And it looks like another cod marble. Yeah. I've got two. Two's always better than one. Wait a minute, what's this down here? Oh. Is that a tiny coin? That's so small. What is it? That's too small to be a coin, unless it's a foreign one. Oh no. There it is. I wonder if it is a coin. Or just the top of a push pin or something, more likely. Oh, have a closer look when we get home.
Oh, what's that? Mum just stepped on it. There's something there. Oh, hold on, I've lost it. Oh no, there, look. It's a coin. I'm sure it's a coin. Yeah, look.
Oh yeah,
There's a little coin.
I thought I found one as well, but it's really tiny. I'm not sure if it's a coin.
Oh. Is it a coin or is it like a token? I don't know. I don't like recognise it initially. Is that Britannia? You know what? That is far too crusty. I'm going to have to look at that at home. And it was kind of like next to this... What's that? A deer? Horse or something? Some sort of decorative ceramic thing. Yeah, a little bead. Beads on the brain. Button. I spotted this pink glass as well. We've used this before. We've actually got a complete one of these dishes. It's like a little platey bowly thing, like a trinket bowl. I don't even know what it is. We've had it for years and years, and we came to the tip and then found bits of it. Anyway, this makes great beads. It melts and makes lovely beads, so I'm taking that, put that in my pouch. So I just went in here, up here, and there's something down there. And you know what? I think that's another, oh my goodness. Hold on. In there, this little lead thing again. I'm on a roll with these lead things. It's like a little, oh my god, is it
a lighthouse?
a post box? Oh, I've always looked, little, it's like a post box, like a little thing there. It's like a little red post box.
It looks like a petrol pump. I don't know, what is it?
Oh yeah, it's a petrol pump.
An old-fashioned petrol pump?
Oh, that's so, yeah, it is actually. It looks like one, doesn't it?
Well, that'll go with your other find.
Yeah, I know, because I found that old car. Yeah. This is like the old petrol pump to go with it.
Yeah.
How weird is that?
If it is a petrol pump.
I thought it was a letterbox at first, but I realised it's not.
What do you guys think? We'll have to look it up.
Because, yeah, it's not quite the shape of a post box. Now you kind of look at it.
Something on the side, like where the filling thing hooked on.
Oh my goodness, I love it. So we've got this to go with our little car, our little vintage car.
I found a lead soldier as well.
And Mum found a lead soldier, and I found a lead soldier.
A red horse. It was on a red horse.
What else are we going to find by the end of this day? Honestly,
it's a lead toy day.
It's definitely a lead toy day. It's crazy. Let's find some more. I don't know. I love it.
There's a lovely piece of glass here. We found this glass here before. Can't resist it, and it makes really nice, like interesting beads. Okay, I just moved this big rock and I found this bottle wedged at the back of it.
Oh my goodness.
And
I think I just found another one.
It's got something written on it. I can't read that. I'm going to get Alex to read it. In fact, Alex, it sounds like she's found something. What did you find?
You'll not believe it, right?
What?
It's another lead toy. Look.
You're kidding.
I kind of moved the rocks.
Oh.
That weird shaped thing upside down.
What is it?
It's
a cow.
It's a cow. Ah.
Oh no. Watch you don't break it.
Oh my goodness.
I'm going to zoom in. Hang on. Oh wow, that's so cute. It's red as well. It's been red. Let's go with my horse.
Oh my goodness, that's so cute.
Oh, that's so cute.
Will it? What, are we going to find the whole, a whole lead toy set today?
I think so. It's crazy. We've never found so many.
We've got the whole farm.
Oh, I found this bottle, but can you read what's on the bottom?
Oh, okay. Welcome.
Oh.
Brothers, welcome.
It's a pill bottle.
What was this?
I know, it's crazy.
What was this? I found it.
Wait, I'll get mine out.
Oh, I found this. The bit of a whistle. A tin whistle.
Look at that. That's amazing.
Can't possibly find any more than that now. Surely we've got to the limit.
Can't find too many lead toys.
No, that's true.
Is this another coin? Looks like... Oh wait, it's got something... What is that? Oh my goodness, you know what it is? It's feet, it's boots. Someone's been blown out of their boots. Does this class as a lead toy? Another one? Oh no, that's all that's left of them is their shoes. Oh dear.
Oh, what's that? Another cod marble. Absolutely lovely. Down by, hidden in the seaweed at the bottom of the foreshore. And I think Mum's found something as well. What did you say you got?
Did you say you've got a cod marble?
Yeah?
So have I.
Mum's got cod marble too. We've got double whammy cod marble.
I also found this. It looks like the top of a ladle.
Oh yeah, I found one of those before. I thought they'd make a really good pendant or something.
I know, isn't that cute?
We got cod marble sisters. Cod marble
I found
sisters.
another one before, so we've got,
Woohoo.
I think we've got 4 now.
Oh, I found one or 2. One? I think I found one. Yeah.
I can't remember whether I found
We've got
one.
4. I think we've got at least 4 anyway. Okay, so I just spotted something down here. This green glass thing.
I know what
and
it is.
do you know what it is?
I know what it is.
So we've been wanting to find one of these eyeglasses, eye washy things.
Not an iPhone. It's an
yeah, not
eye
bath.
eye bath.
Is it going to be whole? Oh, no.
Oh, that's the most whole one we found.
Yeah, it is. It's the most complete one we found. It's got a bit of a chip out of it there, and it's obviously broken off the base.
What a
Look.
beautiful colour. What a
I know. Oh, we'll find a whole one day.
Yeah, we will.
But I mean, it's better than nothing, I suppose.
Just before we got to the stone, I found this little one. It's a little mosaic tile. So that's cute. It looks like a little brick. Really like that. So here are the finds that we made on the day when we struggled with that enormous stone.
Yeah.
We did actually manage to mudlark as well, so that made
Can you believe it?
that made us doubly exhausted. But yeah, we mudlarked, and here are the things that we found.
And
We found some amazing
yeah.
things, really.
You know what? It's a surprise that we managed to find anything at all after how exhausted we were.
I know.
But we did find some amazing things. Like, look how many like lead alloy toys we found.
It was a lead toy.
That's crazy.
Look at all these. A lead toy day.
I love the old car, and the little petrol pump as well. I think is just so cute.
I know. And what did I say I thought this car was? I can't remember. Yeah, so I think this old car, judging from what I could see of it, is probably a late 1930s Buick. And this kind of gives it away, and different shapes, shape of the back.
Yeah.
I don't know if it had a roof or whether it was a convertible.
Well, it is a convertible now.
It's a convertible now. Yeah, and I think the engine's missing, yeah, and most of it's missing. But yeah, it's really interesting though. I quite like these really old car toys.
What a coincidence that we found it, like, well, I didn't find it with it, but it was near this petrol pump.
Yeah, we think this is a petrol pump. Yeah, from a garage set or something. But that is strange that it's a petrol pump and a car.
And of course, we've got the soldiers, which are the most common kind of,
the obligatory
tin toy, aren't they?
The obligatory soldier. And this one's, it looks as if he's been blown out of his boots.
He's had his socks blown off. And it actually has loads of writing on it on the back as well. I think this was a maybe a Britain's toy.
Yeah, I think it says Britain's.
Or
maybe.
No, wait.
No, it doesn't. That says England.
Oh, J Hill and Co.
J Hill and Co.
J Hill and Co. England. So
I've
it even
heard
has
of
the
them
maker.
before, yeah.
So you don't so often find them with the maker on. Look how.
This one's also got a name on that you can't make out. I think it says England.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Can't quite make it out there.
Oh, I think it might be Britain.
But Britain's and Hill were two of the big makers of the time.
So what a collection of toys. Oh, and a random mouthpiece of a whistle, isn't it?
Yeah, this would have been one of those like thunderers, I think they were called, whistles. So yeah, a lead collection.
And moving on, we've got 3 pipes.
I just want to mention something. I just noticed it. This little wheel here.
Oh, yes.
I thought this was an amazing coincidence.
I didn't film this in the video, you know.
No.
I didn't film this.
I was washing it. I thought that looks like a car steering wheel. And look.
Oh,
it would
yeah.
fit.
No way.
By scale, it would fit perfectly in this car.
That's crazy.
But they were found quite a way apart, weren't they?
Yeah. They
Look
weren't
at
found
that.
close to each other. That's just a...
That fits perfectly onto that car as a steering wheel.
What a weird coincidence. We're just finding bits like, it's almost like the same set.
Yeah.
Yeah, before we talk about the pipes, because this one's quite interesting,
Yeah, it
actually.
turned out to be quite interesting.
That's a child's bubble pipe, and look how nicely this cleaned up. I don't know
Yeah.
if you remember it from a few minutes ago, but that was like green, wasn't it?
Yeah, that green slime really stains. And we found quite a few of these little
Yeah.
children's bubble
I
pipes.
think we've got about 5 of them
Yeah.
now, haven't we? Yeah, about 5 of them. Birdies on
You
the
can
window
tell
as
they're
well.
children's bubble pipes because they're smaller and they're not burnt inside, so they've never
No.
been smoked, you know.
They're just small. They're just like little novelties, aren't they?
Yeah.
And then we got our curios in the middle. So I think this is a British coin, but this one's a little bit more intriguing, isn't it?
Yeah, I think it might be, it says cents.
Yeah.
Cents or cent or centime. Is it a French?
No,
centime?
I'm sure it says cent. It's really worn, like, and not because it's corroded. I think
Worn
it
with
says
use.
10 cent, and then something underneath. And then there's a bloke's head on this side. Look, is it?
Could that be Washington? George Washington?
It does look a little bit like Washington, but I'm not very familiar with American coinage.
So if anyone out there recognises this coin, we'd love to know. Has it got a date on it?
It's quite worn. It's really difficult to see, but it looks like 18 something. So I don't know. Does that really make the dates down here?
Yeah, it's very hard to see.
It kind of looks like 18. I don't know. It could be 19.
Not sure.
It's really difficult. It's really worn. Anyway, that was a bit of a surprise, isn't it?
Yeah.
You don't usually find foreign coins. Moving on.
One of my, it is my actual favourite find.
Yeah.
Because I couldn't believe it when I found this button. We find a lot of black glass buttons.
You know what?
When I picked this one up, I was absolutely stunned.
I love it.
Because I didn't know whether it was a violin or a double bass, but stupidly I should have known because I played the double bass at school and I have played the violin as well. But a friend of ours pointed out, Florrie of Flow Finds, that it doesn't have a chin rest, so it must be a double bass or a cello. So yeah, that was pretty obvious. So yeah, and the way it's sort of curved, this funky curve in the fingerboard here, it looks very jazz-like, and coming from a dump that's 1930s-ish, 30s, 40s, 20s, 30s, 40s, it could be jazz-related, and it could be American, because as Florrie pointed out as well, a lot of the American buttons with this amazing colour, like, what would you call that colour?
I don't know. Hold on. Let's see if we can get it here. Oh yeah, can you see that? No, it's very difficult. I'll try and get it. There we go.
That beautiful colour.
There we go. It's just a gorgeous purple. I mean, that is really like deep purple, isn't it?
It is. It's
super
beautiful
amazing colour.
And apparently a lot of the American buttons, well, black buttons, are always made of a very, very dark reddish glass. But the American ones, apparently, a lot of them were this beautiful purple glass.
So, and here's the back. There's nothing written on it. It's in beautiful condition. And yeah, we found an original American jazz inspired
I have
button.
not. I've got quite a few books on buttons.
Yeah.
And I've looked online as well, can find nothing even remotely like it. Although I have just bought a new book called, what's it called? It's called Black Glass Buttons.
Yeah.
An out of print book. I managed to get hold of it, so I'm eagerly awaiting for that to arrive. So might update you on this button if I find out anything
And
else.
it was published in America, wasn't it?
Yeah, the book was
American
published in
author,
America.
so it might have something about these black glass
But
American
if any
buttons.
of you have seen a similar button, we would once again love to know. So yeah.
So yeah,
That is one of my
cool.
favourite finds for a long time. I absolutely love it.
That's an actual like memento from the jazz age in America. How cool is that?
How cool is that? Yeah.
That is so cool. You can see it's ground around the edge. You can see that the edge has been smoothed and ground.
It's where the mould seam was
ground off. Yeah, beautiful little thing, and it'll go very nicely in our collection.
Yeah.
Moving on from there, of course, we've got a few nice little beads. I really love this little pea bead.
Yeah, it looks like a pea.
And my black glass button's completely plain. But you said you reckon it might be like a
Well, when I was cleaning
stud.
it, a little bit fell off the back that didn't look like a loop, and I think it might be a collar stud or a cufflink.
Okay, that might make more sense.
Yes, I don't think that is a button.
And the little dish, the what do you
Paint
call it?
pan.
Paint pan with an S in the middle.
I think that was swan, wasn't it?
Swan?
Swan, or yeah.
Do you think? Because we've got Reeves and
Schaefer, there was Schaefer.
Windsor and
Swan.
Newton. But I don't think we found another different one.
I don't think we found one. with an
No,
S
I
on
don't
it.
think we have. Unless we have. I'll have to check. Anyway. So yeah, there are tiny things. We've got obviously cutlery. We always find a random fork or a spoon or something. Glassy things. Oh, that's that stopper. It is a bit knackered, unfortunately.
Yeah, and it's not cut glass. It's
No.
being pressed in a mould.
It's probably end up in the bin, that one.
Yeah, it's a bit far gone.
Or recycle it into something maybe.
Another
but...
thing that'll probably end up in the bin is this.
Oh.
It's all cracked.
It's like a
and
bear.
Is it a bear? Is it a pig? What is it? Has anyone got anything similar that they could show us or tell us about?
He's in a bad way, guys. Oh, bless
This is
him.
quite intriguing though.
Oh, this. We're going to tumble this. I'm going
yeah.
to make a nice little like, glassy pebble out of it. It's
We're going
be
to
nice,
make our own homemade sea glass, which isn't sea glass, but
It's not going to be sea glass because it's going to be.
Just
It's going to
smoothed off.
be tumbled, shiny.
Is it gonna be tumbled
I'm going to make it shiny, so it's not going to be sea glass. And hopefully, we don't need to make. We don't need to make imitation
we don't
sea
need to
glass
make it.
because we've got the most amazing collection
We have
of
got
like
boxes full of it.
yeah, we don't need to do that. So I'm making shiny pebbles this time for a change.
That'll be nice.
I know.
That will look amazing.
I'm actually going to turn the tumbler on today after we've filmed this. I'm going to test it out. So in a few weeks' time, in a few weeks' videos from now,
Yeah, we'll show you the results.
Yeah, I'll show you that. So that's one of the things that's going in, along with loads of other stuff. But anyway.
Other glass things, an eye bath, which tragically probably also end up in the bin because it's chipped and cracked.
And the base is gone completely.
And broken, but we just thought we'd show you that.
Yeah.
Lovely piece of art glass there. And Alex found this, and she's got something to show you.
Oh yeah, hold on for a second. Now, I mentioned that we have a bowl like this. There's a bird on the camera.
There's birds sitting on your heads right now.
Yeah, look, hold on. There, you've got a bird sitting on your head.
Is it a sparrow?
It's a little sparrow. It's a house sparrow. Its tail might be in the way right now, actually.
Yeah.
They're so busy at this time of year. Anyway, we got this from an auction, I believe.
Yeah.
Years ago.
ago.
And, well, look at that.
It's
look at
very
this.
similar. Very, very
It's
similar.
not quite the same. It's slightly, looks like it's been from like a shallower dish, maybe a smaller dish.
Yeah, maybe from the same set, but a smaller dish.
Yeah, it's pretty much identical, apart from being a little bit smaller.
So well spotted. I mean, you said you thought we had that dish, and we did.
We do. You know what? I found bits of this before, and I just saw this dish the other day. I didn't know where it was.
It was in the back of the old dresser.
An old dresser, yeah. And I was like, oh my goodness, I've got to show people that because we find bits of this. It must have been popular.
Yeah, yeah.
And plus, it makes great beads because it melts really nicely. Like it goes really nice and fluid. But anyway. Probably like soda glass or something.
Yeah.
Love it. We're going to use that. I think we should put that on display rather than in the cupboard. Because it relates to
when we get the house sorted out.
Yeah.
That mysterious place in the future when everything's sorted out.
So that'll probably be melted down into like a little bottle or beads or something. Cod marbles, stoppers, a melted bottle. Yeah, I think that's pretty much it.
I know this doesn't look like much, but I really like it.
It's just,
I like brick type things.
It
and
looks
this
like
just
a mini
looks
brick.
like a mini brick.
It does actually.
It's a little tile, mosaic tile, so not Roman.
No.
Yeah.
No.
But I like it. I can't help it.
Yeah, I thought it was quite. It's like exactly the same size as the paint pan. Look.
Oh yeah.
Like fits like that. So finally, we're going to talk about this pipe because this has probably got the most interesting history, and we've learned something new about this.
I picked up this unassuming little pipe with a heart on, and we find endless amounts of heart pipes. But I noticed that this one had a different name on, and it ends in Durland, and the only place we could figure out would be, Alex actually came up with it, is Sunderland, which is in the northeast of England, and it has a name, Brewster, W. Brewster, without the R on the end.
Yeah.
On it. So I was able to look it up, and it's a TW pipe as well. So I find out a few things about this pipe. So W. Brewster, and he was from Sunderland. He was William Nixon Brewster, and he was born in Sunderland on the northeast coast of England in 1886. His father was a grocer, but he went on to become a tobacco pipe manufacturer, clay tobacco pipe manufacturer. Okay, so by 1911, he was a clay pipe manufacturer in the census. And he married Sarah Mitchison in 1911, and they had 4 daughters and a son. But tragically, poor William died when he was only 48 years old. It says he had a short illness, and this was in 1934. And the coroner gave a verdict of natural causes. So there must have been some question because he died so suddenly.
Yeah.
So there was an autopsy. But he left just over £2,000 to his wife Sarah and his son Harry.
Not any of his daughters though.
No. Yeah, lovely. But he probably thought his wife would see to the daughters.
Well, hopefully.
In the 1939 register, which was taken because of the war, this register is very, very interesting when you're doing research. We find his daughter Ellen working as a clay pipe works secretary. Son Harry is a clay pipe works traveller, and daughter Sarah is a clay pipe works shop assistant. The other daughter younger daughter was still at school, and the older daughter was doing housework apparently.
Oh, like a housekeeper or something.
Yeah, in their family home. So the family carried on the business after William died, well through the 1930s. William's wife Sarah died in 1950, and in her will she left £229 to son Harry and daughter Sarah. But the interesting thing about this is it gives Harry, the son's occupation as a clay pipe manufacturer in the 1950s. So the business was still going in the 1950s, which I'm quite surprised about because I thought it would have all just about died out by then.
Usually, but in 1950s dumps, you don't often come across clay pipes anymore.
No.
They've almost completely died out by then. So this is a surprise.
And there's another interesting thing that I found. In an article in the Sunderland Echo of 1938, they interviewed one of the men that worked for the clay pipe works called Mr. Barraclough. He'd worked for them for over 40 years, and here's the article that was written about it. Sort of a day in the life. It was a series of different people who did different jobs, and this was Mr. Barraclough, and he tells. It's a very interesting article, and I can't read all of it because it would just go on far too long. But there are some interesting points in here. The fancy shapes of the pipes, some of them. Mr. Barraclough said that the late Mr. Brewster was not afraid to speculate when he saw a new shape which he thought would catch on. And he said there were heads of states. There was one with a whole family, the father, mother, nurse and baby,
Like
and the dog
stem.
all standing along the stem.
I'd love to
I'd
find
love to find
one
one of those. Yeah, and this one, Alex would just pass out if she found this one. A skull, the bowl in the shape of a skull with glass beads for eyes.
Oh my!
Can you imagine finding that?
No,
Oh,
that is my
goodness.
that is the top of my bucket list, guys.
But then he goes on to talk about the ordinary clay pipes, the everyday, plain old clay pipe. He says that the church warden pipes, now they're the pipes with the long stem.
Yeah. Like down here.
They were more popular in one town than another. Some places they were more popular than others. But he says they were more popular at Christmas time as well. Okay, so he goes on to say that church warden pipes are also part of the furniture of public houses. And they were kept on a special rack, each man having his own pipe. And he could have a smoke when he went for a drink, and he would leave the pipe until he went back again. So he had his own pipe on a rack that he only smoked when he went to the pub.
The church warden pipes were still being used. I thought they died out by then, but they were used at Christmas and in pubs,
I think they were used more when you were relaxing. They gave a cooler smoke because of the long stem.
Yeah. So it's more of a luxury than the shorter, portable ones.
These have got TW on, and that stands for the workmen, and they were shorter. So these were the everyday pipes they'd use when they were out at work or doing things. And they'd saved the church warden pipes for when they were relaxing, which is really quite interesting.
Yeah, I didn't think they were using the church wardens by then. I thought they died out.
So both the pipes and the tobacco were provided by the landlords as an extra attraction for customers. And we've often found pipes with the pub's name on them.
Yeah.
Okay, this is really hard to read because I printed it off.
It's not great quality.
Yeah, it's very... But Mr. Barraclough finishes with, those were the real days for the clay pipe men, said Mr. Barraclough, as he turned out another complete TW ready for the furnace. But we hope they will return. So who knows? Actually, when he was giving this interview, he was in the process of making a TW pipe. It says
this might have been the pipe.
Who knows? This could be the very pipe he was turning out.
It's
When this
finishing.
article was, no, but he made thousands of them.
You did, but well.
Yeah, but it's nice to think that, though,
It is
isn't
nice to think that, and there is a good chance that he did actually make this pipe. So
Yeah,
you know.
and there's actually a picture which will show you of Mr. Barraclough in the factory. It's not a very good quality one, but there he is.
And didn't you say something about how he thought the reason he thought that the pipes were dying out is not because of the
Yeah, we
cigarette?
thought that cigarettes came along and that spelt the end for the clay pipe, which it did really in the long run. But initially he said the downfall of the clay pipe was due to the cheaper wooden pipes. Because the wooden pipe you could buy cheap and it would outlast several of the clay pipes. So men who were already smoking the clay pipes didn't just suddenly chuck in their pipes and start smoking cigarettes.
Yeah.
They continued smoking the
That
pipes.
makes more sense.
And we think that it evolved into cigarette smoking. It was a generational thing.
Yeah.
The next generation came along and
Yeah.
cigarettes were available, so they went to cigarettes first and not the pipe, and that's how gradually the cigarette took over.
And on the later tips, we do find a lot of those Bakelite stems, which fit into your clay pipe and your wooden pipe
Wooden
bowl.
pipe, yeah.
And of course, they're more comfortable because they're not plastic, and the clay's very porous. Your lips stick to it. So
and we
they're
don't find many wooden pipes because, of course, they rot.
So we have found a few, but that makes sense that the wooden pipes were just more practical and more comfortable and cheaper.
yeah.
And
I'm really surprised that the clay pipe, they were still making clay, this company particularly, because they came
50s.
into it relatively late,
Yeah.
the early 20th century.
maybe he was
And
just
it went
making
on
it
to the
for
1950s.
the older generation or the stubborn people who just
Yeah, of
refused
course.
to give up their clay pipe
older men.
to their wooden ones. They hung on to that clay pipe. And
Your granddad smoked a wooden
yes,
pipe.
Grandad, like in his smoking cabinet, which we still got with the pipes in, most of his pipes were wood.
Yeah.
So that
There is
makes
a clay
sense.
pipe in there, but I think it was just a novelty thing.
Yeah, I think it was like a modern like clay pipe reproduction.
Yeah.
But yeah, all of his pipes that he smoked had the Bakelite like mouthpiece and the wooden bowl. So that makes sense. So it was clay pipes, wooden pipes, and then cigarettes.
Yeah.
So we've missed a bit out of here.
Yeah,
But
but this whole thing, just finding this one pipe, has taught us so much about the history, the later history of the clay pipe.
Yeah, it really has. And finally, we want to briefly mention the stone that we found.
Yeah.
The calf from last video. If you haven't seen that, us struggling. It's our biggest find.
It's got amusing.
And our most extreme mudlark, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah, so go and watch last week's video if you haven't seen that. But yeah, we think we know what it is.
Yeah. At first glance, we thought it was a tombstone.
Yeah.
Part of a headstone, you know. But it's actually not broken off at the bottom. It's smooth. It was made that shape deliberately. And what I think, and I'll show you a picture, it is the centerpiece of what was called, a broken pediment. The inside bit of a door pediment, which would have had, this is the bit we're talking about, but it would have had extra bits that went up and around. And that was called a broken pediment, I think. And I'll show you a picture of that.
Yeah. So basically it went above a doorway.
It went above a stone outside of the stone doorway.
Yeah. So we don't know why it was thrown on the tip. Was the building demolished or was it altered?
I think it's probably Baroque, which could be late 17th, right into the mid 18th century. So that's the mid 1700s. And that's typical of the style. They like cherubs and urns and garlands and things like that.
Yeah, it's very romantic.
Yeah. And then the later 18th century went very plain, which I liked. And then the Victorian times went all fancy again.
As you know, the Victorians were very like their stuff. Let's just put it that way. But yeah, it's made of sandstone. It's made of a red sandstone, which is really nice. And some people seem to think it was like concrete. Someone said it was like, it's not concrete. It's like hand carved by a skilled stonemason. That's why we love it so much.
On the back, some people thought they were runes, but they're not. It's just the chisel marks where it's been roughly chiseled out, because the back would have been against the wall. And of course, those rough chisel marks would help it to adhere to the wall when it was stuck on, probably with lime mortar.
Yeah. Yeah, that's
sort of
just
set into the wall.
standard. How we've got lots of old masonry around here, and they've
Yeah.
all got those little chippy marks in. That was
Yeah,
just what they
yeah.
did. Anyway, we hope you enjoyed this video, and we'll see you again
Next week. Bye.